Okay. How is your Sunday look like? Good? Active?
Yes.
Do I have someone who cleared PMP already here? I don't think we have someone who cleared recently. I'm sure they are in celebration mode once you clear the PMP. Excited, happy to celebrate it. Also, once they clear the PMP, they feel that, okay, time to sleep more. One thing we hear is I have to sleep more, sleep better. Okay, good. Let's get inside. I have some more people here. Hemant is here. Hello, Mohammad. Hello, Hemant. Hari. Hi, Patel.
Hello.
Hi, Shri.
Yeah, a few more people are joining in. Let them all get inside. Okay. First good thing is we're getting towards examination. I have few people who are going for exam in next few days of time. Good thing what I heard is no mathematics coming in exam. Okay, I should have said this before. I'm repeating again just to mention that no math. Why no math is good is probably you will not put too much of effort on calculation in the sense of practicing. When you go to read a book, you see a lot of math there in procurement. You see some calculations. You will see project selection calculations. You will see some calculations in EVM. By my recommendation is at least learn once how this calculation works, but don't strain too much. Learn one and leave it there. Okay, that's a point. If not, I would say that please don't too much worry about the calculation. Focus more towards on conceptual solving. Anyone here looking for a question paper where you will have ITTOs, inputs, tools, and techniques?
If ITOs are there, then it will be very tough for us to clear the exam.
Also not logical, right?
Yeah.
Following something, what is input, what is output? I think it's pretty old concept.
Yeah.
But still, when you go to internet blogs, you read some of the old websites, still they have those old information. And when you browse it, Google has a habit of bringing all the content. Okay. So when you read some websites, at times you get little deviated. Oh, I have to learn inputs, I have to learn outputs. Please don't do that because that is not part of your exam. So don't spend time there. Okay. All right. Then quickly we'll start with how things going on. How is it for people here? Anyone close to the exam? Let's start first listening to the people close to the exam. Yeah. The month of March, month of April. Anil has a lot of smile there.
Um, Shri,
Yeah.
I had to postpone my exam from 18th March to first week of April because I received the projects which are little confusing and estimation will itself take a month time. So for that reason, I had to postpone the exam. And parallelly, I'm working on 40 questions as well. And
Okay.
now a slight increase has happened from 43 to 53 I have come. But I still feel I have to take 180 exam once to understand
Okay.
how much I am in it. And
Mm.
I'll take out some more time every day
Mm.
for 40 and 60 questions once again.
Okay. 40 and 60 questions. So how many 60 questions you would have taken already?
Um, two, two I have taken, Shri.
Okay. Your time
Yes.
is good. Management is coming up good for you.
Yeah, time is good. I'm taking in the early morning, but I missed a few questions to answer, but they were normal. I was able to update it.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, I was able to answer it, but I couldn't because of my kids got up, so I had to leave the exam in between. But
Understand.
it was quite good. Yesterday I
Okay.
took it was 53%.
Nice. 53 is fine, but we wouldn't say that 53 is high. We are
No,
in a
no, yeah,
moderate.
yeah.
We are in a moderate level. We
Mm,
have to scale it a little more. As you were
mhm,
saying, some distractions are there. That also could be a reason. Could be a
mm.
reason. Okay, that's fine. So when you're planning your main exam, Hemant, if you remember, what is the date?
Between 1st April to 5th April, anytime.
Okay, 25 days you have with you. Okay.
Yeah. I was about to take my exam on April 18th,
Ah,
but
okay.
projects were little confusing and It was like 2 days. I was just concentrating on that, and contacting some functional managers was challenging for me. So from
I
Monday
understand.
onwards, from tomorrow onwards, I'll be working on them only. So
Okay,
for
got
that
it.
reason, I had to move.
Got it. Which means you thought March 18, now you are moving to
Yeah. Yes.
right? But I would say that we have to tune a little more as I heard your scores now, and
Mhm.
you are good. But yeah, we have to scale a little more. What I
Yeah.
observed, Hemant, and everyone here, sometimes I found that people are struggling with getting the score better for a while, few days, few weeks. But at one point, uh, for your surprise, suddenly all the questions start falling in place. It is something like learning how to do bicycling. You know, the bicycle and cycle or a bike. The initial learning, the balance will not happen for a few days. Sometimes you'll get frustrated. Why am I not getting balance? At least I remember when I started biking or bicycling, it'll always go to the ditch nearby. Always it'll go to some trash bin nearby. Have you observed it? Even though the road is broader, your cycle will go always right side or left side. You'll be, what the hell, man? It's not happening. So surprising to see some people are relaxed biking it. Point is, this course, that's how I found, it takes time, that little bit frustration will be there. After some time, you realize that it gets very smooth biking, right? Only thing you have to watch out how to go on the left or right. But that time you have to have that patience. You have to wait for it because your brain has to process it. We may not work at real management courses. We may not done this kind of management studies before. We may not work as a real manager like this in the corporate. So many reasons could have pulled us down. So don't give up if the scores are not coming up well. Don't give up if your reading is not going well. Your time will come, you start getting the balance. So Hemant, the good that you're doing it. Very good. Nice to know. All right. Once again, I'm checking out. Is anyone here who cleared PMP sitting out here to say that, hey, I did the exam recently? Okay, they're enjoying the Sunday. Okay, let them enjoy the Sunday. Let's come back to points here. Is anyone else going for the exams in next few days? Do you have any questions related to that?
Hello, hello,
Harish.
Shriram. Yeah,
Harish. Yes, sir.
I am going on 16th of this month.
16th of March, you are hitting your exam. Very good. So how is
Yes.
your preparation, Harish? How is your confidence level?
Yeah, I am a bit worried on the 180 questions when I tried, but I asked, we discussed last time, and as you mentioned, I tried some of the short questions like a 40.
Hmm.
So in
Hmm.
40, I am able to manage the time, and
Hmm.
the scores are little varying here and there, like
Hmm.
sometimes more than 60, sometimes less than 60, then 65,
Okay.
67, something like that. So
Got you, Harish. I think
yeah, and
you
the
have
180
shared a
question, I am
WhatsApp
little
message.
worried because
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I
because
understand.
where I felt like when I take the longer exam, the time management is going little.
It's a problem. Huh? Okay. I think I'm now reading your WhatsApp message. You would have sent me a message some time back asking about
Okay.
your 40 questions. Going good. How many 180 exams you would have taken? 180 questions?
I have taken three recently.
Three you took, right? In which you scored around, okay. All right. Okay. How many days we have for the main exam? 18th, you
Now
said.
I have 5 days.
5 days. You took three exams in which the highest score will be
What I got highest is 67%.
67. Okay. Okay. 67 is a good, decent score. I will not say it's bad. It's a decent score. Okay. And a drop happened on your third exam.
Yes.
Okay. I believe I had some voice conversation with you. I can see my voice messages. Is it something you worked this third exam late in the night or you were a bit exhausted that day?
No, I took that exam in the afternoon, but
Mm,
yeah, what happened is my time
mm,
management was very bad, and
mm.
I had to rush for the last 20 questions. Yeah.
Okay. You pushed little questions there. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to judge by one exam because you were in 63, 67. Again, it was a drop there. Uh, drop usually happens various reasons. One is tired or some distractions, or you get a little panic in middle of the exam. When the exam is going on, suddenly you lose interest. For 20, 30 minutes, you'll be out of track. That 20, 30 minutes, whatever question you answer, all would have gone wrong. Again, you'll come back on track. So it happens. In 4 hours, as a human being, you lose track. You look at your mobile, somebody calls you, keep on knocking the door, something happens. Some reason
Yes.
it could have gone down, but good you're doing 60 questions now. Coming with the 5 days closer, now let us not too much worry about the full exams now. I would say focus on this 60 questions going forward and look for time management in the 60 questions. How is it in 60 questions, your time management?
I did not take 60 questions. I was taking 40 questions.
Okay,
And
now time
I
to
need
get
to
into
try
60
60.
questions. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
go 60. Next few days, take two slots, 60, 60. With a 10 minutes break, 60, 60. Check how it's happening.
Okay.
Don't go
Okay.
180. 180 is not needed. Or if at all you're in leave, you are took holidays for 5 days. Have you take
Yes.
holidays from
Yes.
off?
Yes.
Then probably you can hit 180 question. One more 180 question. Okay, don't go beyond that.
Okay.
Next few days, your work should be is take 60 questions, 10 minutes break, another 60 if you want. If not, only 60 question, and start analyzing the questions. And the time gap, whenever you get half an hour, 1 hour with you, open the chapters, start looking into Agile, start looking into people. When I say people, you will look into stakeholder, resource, communication, leadership. In Retail 11, you have a leadership chapter. You read which book you're reading? 10, 11?
Rita 10.
10 you're reading. Okay. Do you have a PDF copy of Rita 11 also?
Yes, I do have.
Okay. Don't go to all the chapters. There is one chapter for leadership, which you already have in Data 10 also, but will be assorted. This is all put in one place called leadership as a chapter. Just read those content once. So people side, you read a stakeholder, team, communication, and leadership, right? And top of that,
Okay.
Agile, everything is all mixed there, but just take a look of Agile questions regularly. This alone, you can focus next 5 days. I think that is a sufficient to push your level of performance. It will start pushing. The performance result you will see only in the main exam. Don't expect the results immediately in your practice exams. What you're doing here is pushing yourself towards the main. When you go to main exam, you start performing that. That level starts happening in the main exam.
Yeah.
Okay. Good that you took off and good that you're focusing on the main area. Now, only thing you have to think is sleep, food, reading. Nothing else you have to think. No television, no mobile, no newspaper. Whether even atomic bomb dropped somewhere, don't bother. You focus on yours. Okay. Don't get to anything. Next 5 days are totally into that. Yep.
Sure. Sir.
Keep me posted regularly. How things are going on in the WhatsApp.
Sure. Sure.
Any other questions popping up in your mind apart from this?
Sir, I really need. Sorry.
So, yeah, I do not have anything now, Shriram.
Okay. I completely understand. You may have a little worry because my score is not going well, time is not going well. How can I do this? To make you a little more better, I'll tell that I have people who have scored even 55, 58 the last 5, 6 days. They have to give only attention to the main area. And only thing they have to think is, I'm PMP certified before going to the exam, not after the exam. Before going to the exam, I'm PMP certified. They feel themselves at least few times a day, I'm certified, which means that the confidence level starts going high and you start giving attention to what is needed. Don't try running all the places, not needed. Focus on people, agile right now. Process oriented questions, I assume you are comfortable already. Is it process questions going
Yes.
better for you? Schedule, other stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I am confident on those topics, schedule
Very
and
good, very good,
score. Yeah.
very good. Very good. Because process, I don't see people struggle. If at all, if they never worked as manager, they may struggle. If process, they're fine. People in agile is a tricky area. Always it will be confusing. So let's give more attention towards it right now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right. Good. Nice. Keep moving. Good wishes.
Thank you.
And I will listen quickly to Anjali. Anjali is there. Anjali, what's happening there?
Sir, I have a doubt. I'm getting confused between compromising, withdrawal, and smoothening.
Very good. We'll come to the subject in a few minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So you have a compromising. Is it something with your family or office, or it's a subject?
Subject related.
Subject. So what are the words you said? Compromise?
Withdrawal
Withdrawal.
and
Okay.
smoothing.
Smoothing. Okay, nice. I thought something with the family. You said compromise. We don't need to compromise with this person. Okay, we'll see. I'll bring that content. Okay, I'll show
So
in a few
that is
minutes.
really necessary if there has to be some harmony in the family.
We will talk. I'll bring the subject. Okay, give me a few minutes. I'm just listening to people who are going for the exam. Then we'll go to
Okay.
the subject.
Sorry.
I have some subject. I have some question also. Good, you asked it. I'll come back there. Okay. I'm going to listen to Armugam. Yes, Armugam. Towards exam.
Hi, Shri. Shri, my exam will be 5th April.
Ah, nice. Okay. How many days? 25 days.
25
Okay.
days. So, Shri, actually, due to multiple reasons, I think I couldn't able to focus on the exam preparation. I think just now I
Okay.
completed the full audio of yours once again and glossary completed. Now I'm going to
Okay.
start reading now books. So my question is, I need your again the guidance. So where to start now? Which is
You already,
like people
you
will get
already
first.
you started already. You saw your audio video
Yeah,
is there. That's a good point. Start point.
yeah.
Which book you are reading?
So read it in
Rita
Agile
10th
book.
edition. Very
Yeah,
good. You
10th
are from
edition.
which batch? Which month batch,
Yeah,
Armugam?
actually February 20. Feb.
2023 February. Nearly 1 year, huh?
1 year.
1 year has gone. Okay, nice. Still, you remember my name and this institute. That's a really good challenge you crossed already. You should be proud of it.
Yeah,
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 you didn't
no,
forget.
no, see, actually, regularly I'm watching your audio videos and everything, and I frequently connecting with Rahul, and I'm
Very good.
getting update. But
Nice.
the thing is, I was doing some one course in IAM as well earlier, supply chain.
Nice.
So like that
So, back.
got completed
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Valuable reason that you have. Okay. Now, coming back to start point, what you're doing is good. Video, audio is good. At the same time, Rita 10 is nice. By the way, Rita 10, how much you would have read? How many percentage content you would have read? 30, 40, 50?
Only 25, 30.
Yes, okay. If you are in the very starting stage, I would recommend also go for Rita 11th edition. There is a new book has come in the market 3 months back.
Okay.
Okay, stay in connection with Rahul, you'll understand more. Rita
Okay.
11th edition book, I won't say it's a totally different, it's the same content, but little more
Hmm.
agile blending is there. See, earlier what
Okay.
happened is you have to read a Rita 10, then we have to read a book
Yeah.
called Agile Practice Guide, a separate book.
Yeah.
Now, when if both come together and it's blended well, that's going to be Rita 11. Okay, that you can do, but I won't force you, but I'll leave it to you. So starting point could be is reading. That's really nice. And the next starting point is taking some chapter test. For example, if you
Okay.
take if you read a chapter like stakeholder, take at least a 3 or 4 chapter test in ShriLearning. In ShriLearning, we have 10 questions. So you will be taking 10 questions and analyze yourself how the answers are coming up. And from there, you can start picking up.
Okay.
Okay. Now, main question to you. As you come out of now IIM exams and you're starting with the PMP, you have something in your mind for your exam date when you want to go for
Yeah.
exam. Okay, what should be the date or week when you're planning? April
No,
5, you
April
said.
5th. Yeah, April 5th, I already paid exam fees.
You booked?
Yeah,
Man.
booked.
So fire is set already.
Yeah, 5th, yes.
Okay,
And
nice.
I told my management also I will leave on from April 1st to 5th, like that week. So,
You are a systematic Arumugam. Nobody can touch you. You are on the right track. You are going well. So now nothing to worry. Since a date is set, no need to say anything. Without alarm, you'll wake up and you will start
yeah.
focusing. It will automatically happen. So let's do this Rita 10 or Rita 11 reading, some chapter
Okay.
test in ShriLearning. And
Okay.
once you come to some stage of reading, let's imagine 70% of reading completed in your books. And
Okay.
you will start getting into 60 questions, 60 questions.
Okay.
Now, if April 5 is your main exam, you should start your 180 questions at least by March 21st timeline or at least March 20. So you
March
hardly
20. Okay.
you have 10 days with you to run through all the content.
Yeah. Okay.
Is your reading habits are good? Are you a good reader?
No, average.
Then you have to push yourself. Next 10 days, next 10 days are very crucial for you. Except
Okay.
your office work and food time, a little bit sleeping time, you have to read a lot. So you have to read a lot by March 20, at least. You should have completed reading at least 80% of the book. Not even 100%,
Okay.
80% should have been read. Then you should start 60 questions and 180 questions. So you have 10 to 12 days of time, 10 to 12 days of
Okay.
time just to take questions, analyze. That is a very important portion of your main exam. Reading is one portion, taking exam, analyzing is one portion. So you have 10 days there, 10 days, 12 days here, then you go to main exam. It's going to be tight. From today, it's going to be pretty tight for you. You have to spend more time on your books and question paper.
Yeah, sure, sorry. So, see what I plan. Actually, I will take Tuesday leave like that. One day off, I will take in between one day, alternate day like that. Something I will plan it. So, I can utilize the time for completing the reading. Yeah, just I
Yes.
follow your instruction now.
Perfectly. Have a time. I'm giving a rough time. You don't need to follow exactly what I'm saying, but I'm giving a rough time. March 20 can be a good time to say, whatever I read. That's it. Now on, I will only take exam. Through exam, I'll analyze and understand. It doesn't mean I won't open the book. I'll open the book. But the area where I'm struggling, I'll open. I will not start from page 1, page 2, no. That time will get over by 20th March. After 20th March, you will not start like school children. You will be through the book. Now you start taking questions. In the question, you will struggle somewhere. That area only you will read. Focused reading. Okay? It's not only for Arumugam, it can be applicable for anyone in this room. You have to have a cutoff time where you have to stop book reading. If you don't stop book reading, it will be extended, keep on going. Then you have to practice questions. Through questions, you have to come back to the book. That's the way you have to read. Perfect. Super, Arumugam. So stay in touch with me. Keep posting your progress.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Amazing. Good. Then let's get to JP. JP, how are you?
Yeah, Shriram, I'm good. Jogendra here, not Jogendra Prasad. Sir.
Johendra Prasad.
Yes.
Okay, Johendra. I think you messaged me in the WhatsApp a few minutes back. Is that correct?
Right.
Very good, Johendra. So how is it going? Which batch you are from?
I'm current batch, February batch.
February. Okay, nice, Johendra. So what's happening? What kind of progress you have?
Unfortunately, I missed the last 2 weeks class. I went to my mother operation and I did not attend the class.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think you're January you ended the way, then you couldn't do that. Okay.
Yes. I'm very new to this. Tell me, go ahead.
How's your mother doing now? She's getting better?
Yeah, she's better, but she needs to take rest time for 6 months.
Okay.
I came back to my Bengaluru.
Okay. Please take good care of her.
Yeah.
All right. So, right, go ahead, Johendra. How can I help you? You are able to attend the classes in the month of February. You are in the batch.
Yeah, I attend the first week of the class February to 1 week and miss.
Okay.
Now today I attend the classes. So I just start reading the Rita and book.
Very good.
So parallelly, I need to listen your videos. How should I follow for clear my exam?
Okay. So you have listened one class or one weekend class. Is that correct?
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes.
Which is the first and second day of class?
Yes.
Nice. Now we are on the 7th day of the class. Today it will be 7th day, which means we traveled in between at least 5 classes. Now, what we can do here is in the first and second day of the class itself, I would have said what to read. Initially, there is something basement, that is project environment you have to read, like a portfolio, program, projects. What is a project? What is the EEF? What is the PMO? You have to learn the basics. In the RITA 11th edition, there are some chapters. Have you got your course agenda? Do you have your study plans already with you?
Yes, I have.
Very good. Then open the course agenda. There it will be every week what are the subject we're going to cover. It will be written with the chapter name itself. You can take those chapters, just focus on that chapter. That alone is enough in the very beginning stage. The very beginning stage, you will read only 2-3 chapters. That itself will eat a lot of time. initially. So read the background, the project environments. And then we will get into a place called people. When I say people, people is one of the domain where we will talk about stakeholder, team members, communication, agile, those topics will come. This will eat another 2 weeks of time. So first learn the ground. What is the project environment? How the company works, what's happening. That idea you get it. Then on top of that, you learn about the people domain. Once you get these two clear, now you start getting into a place called 6 constraints. That is about the process, scope, schedule, cost, all starts coming in. And that you will get the rhythm automatically. The first initial start from the place like environment and people. Then we'll go to other places. Now, answering your question, class recording, please listen. That's important. It should go parallel. You should read some topics. You also should listen the class. Read, listen, read, listen. At one stage, you start practicing some questions also. In ShriLearning, we have chapter test. You will take 10 questions there and analyze yourself. Out of 10 questions, you will score 3. You will score 7. You look at yourself how you are scoring. And that's a pattern we follow.
Okay.
Good.
I have one question. Currently, I'm working as a Scrum Master in Agile environment completely. So,
very good.
In RETA 11, again, I need to read for the Agile practice guide. RETA 11 is cover itself.
Sufficient. Agile, in 11, did you see a chapter called Agile? Did you check that chapter?
Yes.
What all the items you see under the chapter?
I'm sorry, I did not remember. I need to look.
Remember, right? So you will see Scrum, you will see Kanban, you will see lean management, extreme programming. So as a Scrum Master, you will be very good on Scrum. But
Yes.
here, Scrum alone will not help you. You have to have a broad knowledge of all the Agile concepts, right?
Okay.
Because it is a leadership program. PMP is a bit broader. So they'll ask questions very broad. So good to learn Scrum, but top of that, learn other parameters also. You no need to go to Agile Practice Guide. You can read in a RETA 11 itself. However, there are few people say that, Shri, you know what? When I open the Agile Practice Guide book, it looks so nice. The language is nice. The pictures which is represented is nice. I like to read this book. It's completely your preference, but both will have the same content.
Okay, got it. I understand.
Okay, perfect. So keep up the momentum and be in the class if possible, live classes, so that you can ask questions also there.
Sure, definitely. Thank you, sir.
All right. Nice connecting. Then I'm going to talk with Deepak. Then I'm going to bring some questions which Anjali was bringing up. Then I have some couple of questions where we're going to converse. That's the idea right now. Apart from Deepak, if someone else also getting the exam, you have exam related questions, please put your hands up so I know that you have something to talk. Let's get to Deepak. Hey, Deepak.
Hi, Shri. Sir, my exam date is 24th.
24th. Which month?
March.
Pretty close. Okay.
Yes.
So what's happening?
I shared my progress to you on WhatsApp today.
Okay.
I have given my second mock today.
Okay. Oh yeah, I missed your message, man. Hey, you messaged me last evening, right? Last week, early morning.
Yes.
Early morning. Which time zone you are, Deepak?
I'm Delhi, India.
India, okay. I see some message in middle of my night. But I remember your scores are really good there. If I remember, you took 3 full exams. Is that correct? 3 or 2? 2 you took. Okay. And you are consistent above 70%. Is that right?
Yes, for now.
I like the way for now. Okay. So now, considering 24th exam, how many full exams you're planning furthermore?
I will go for third test, probably on next week, Saturday or Sunday, or maybe
Okay.
one more. I can go.
One more. So 13 days you have with you. In 13 days, you're going to take 2 full exams. Is that right?
Yes.
Very good. Are you working in Agile environment?
Yes, I'm currently reading Agile Practice Guide twice, second time.
No. Now, question is, are you working in a company where Agile is followed?
No.
No. Is your confidence that Agile is better?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Very good. That's clear. Your scores are good, Deepak. Honestly, you're on the right state. How is the time management? Within 4 hours, you're able to.
I'm taking 75-minute average for every 60 question.
75 minutes. Okay. Are you taking break every 60
Yes,
questions?
yes.
How many minutes break you may take?
5
8,
to
7.
8. 5 to 8.
Right. Okay. The process looks good. Looks good. Main exam, you may take lesser time also, because sometimes the questions what we have in ShriLearning are a little more tougher and a little more lengthy. Main exam, I sometimes hear from the people, it doesn't eat that much of time. In main exam, the time would happen because of our panicness. It will be a very simple question. Because it's a main exam, you may read the question 2 times, 3 times. If not, the main exam won't be that tough. It will be a bit lesser than what you're practicing now. So you're good now, Deepak. So what is the plan for next 12 days? You have something in your mind?
Currently, I'm connected with Ananya ma'am. She is
Uh-huh.
helping me for my doubt,
Very
and
good.
she has told me to review all question I marked wrong on the second question. So I will work on that part for next 2 or 3 days. Then I will work on my gray areas, whatever with the wrong answers I have made. So that's the idea. In the
Okay.
last week, I will connect with you.
Nice to know. Good to know. Yeah, we are to get on the call to talk about the closed exam. Your progress is good. You're going to take two full exams. Time permits, you can also take a couple of 60 questions to see how you're performing in a short exams. But to you, I see that things are going well. You have to just follow the same process, what you're doing right now, and that will help you to hit the main exam.
Okay, good, sir.
And one last choice thoughts to you. You can open up in PMBOK 7th edition. There is something called a glossary, end of the book. Read at least 10 words from today on. So in next 10 few days, you will get more connection with those keywords.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Amazing. Then that's time to get into some subject now. Thanks all for bringing up all your thought process. I know some of you didn't speak up, but you heard with others. Did you do that? Some of you wouldn't speak, but you heard other people. Oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. I can also do this. It happened. Okay, first I appreciate that you participated. So I have some topic to present today, but before that I heard from Anjali about the conflict management. So Anjali, this is conflict management, is that right? The topic what you brought?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. So in conflict management, first tell me where this conflict management is used in a project management. Just this information from you. Where we are
People
using conflict management.
with people.
People domain we use it. So conflict will happen only with senior management and the team members, or within team members also conflict can happen.
Anywhere it can happen as long as people are available.
Very good. As well, people is available. Also, conflict could happen even with a vendor, the third party whom we are connecting with. Is it possible?
Yes.
Yeah, highly possible. So now what is your question related to conflict? You have two topics, three things you said. One is compromise. What is the other
Yes.
one?
Compromise, withdrawal, and
Withdrawal.
withdrawal and smoothening. That is, yeah.
Very good. Nice. Now, why you want to learn that? What is the reason you want to learn it?
Because I'm getting confused with those terms. Even when I saw that Rita's examples in the same chapter, communication chapter, build and support team chapter, I found that it was I was getting confused.
Confusion is happening. Okay, let's talk like this. Conflicts should be resolved. Do you agree for that?
Yes.
It should be resolved. So while resolving conflict, to all the conflicts will have an answer. To every conflict will have some answer to resolve it.
Something can happen.
Things can happen. In your team member, two people are having a conflict, or a team could have a conflict with the senior management. Now, a team could have a conflict with the vendor. A conflict could be healthy, unhealthy. Conflict could be like you converse something because a design idea is not happy. I'm proposing some design idea. Other person is proposing a design idea, but we don't go happy with that. We have a understanding is not going well. I'm saying, let's follow the design A. Somebody says the design B, and we both are conversing. We're not coming to a solution. Now you go for a brainstorming. You go for a technique where you draw on the board and you discuss about it and probably come to the conclusion. Or sometimes you don't come to the conclusion. One of the guy step backs. In the room, the design discussion is happening. Maybe I'm there. You are proposing design on the board. I'm just stepping back. And I'm keeping quiet. And somebody asks, Shri, why are you keeping quiet? It's okay, man. Let her proceed. Why? It's okay. Let her proceed. Maybe I'm withdrawing. I'm coming out. Why am I withdrawing? Maybe I don't have much information. I'm withdrawing. You can go back. Or sometime I may bring more people to converse it and find a solution. So one, I can step back and run away. I can run away. Or I will tell that I don't have more info. I don't have more info right now. Let her speak now. I'll come back with more information later. So I can withdraw right now. I'll come back on Monday, not now. Why Monday? I don't want to talk now. Why you don't want to talk? I don't have information. Why you don't have information? Maybe I didn't prepare well, or I'm not interested to talk now. So in a conflict, healthy, unhealthy can be there. However, it is conflicts, not all conflicts are resolved 100%. But there are some bit and piece of resolution happens in conflict. There comes as a keyword, the keyword what you are saying. Okay, let's listen to that now. I'm bringing something on the screen now. Are you seeing the content what I'm sharing now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, as you all know that conflict management is there for a long, long time. However, 1970s, Thomas and Kilman, two people are there. They're famous call as Thomas Kilman scale. They call it as like that. But Dr. Thomas and Dr. Kilman, they came collaboratively, they came with a scale. Of course, the scale looks like this. How the conflict's getting resolved. The desire means the intention to meet the needs of others. Okay, let's keep the need is 0 here. The need is a 10 here. I'm just giving a number so that our brain connects better. 0 to 10. If we have intention for making others' needs to meet, which means desire to meet others' needs. If your scale is high here, desire to meet personal needs. Personal needs is here, 0 to 10. Now let us see the edge to edge to point. Let's see the edge to edge. The edge is here, the edge is here. Imagine you want to help others. Imagine you don't want to give up your personal level of need also. Your self-respect. You don't want to give up your self-respect. You don't want to drop your friends. So what you do is you come to a point, and that point could be somewhere here. Okay, that's a topmost scale. Topmost scale. If you don't want to give up your self-respect, if you don't want to give up your other team members' effort, then you come to a point called collaborative. I'm sure we heard it a few times. Collaborative is something like, this is the ideal, this is the best one. How it becomes best one? It becomes best one because when all group and individuals are cooperating for a solution, we all work together to come with a solution. In Toyota car system, I would have showed something called assembly line. In assembly line, there is a problem. Something is going into trouble. Now, there could be a conflict arise out of it or no conflict arise, but they collaborate. Everyone come to the table. They will talk why this problem happened. How can we solve it? So collaborative is the most best solution even today in the world. Even though we're talking from 1970s, it is valid, including the geopolitical war happening between countries. Could have been solved with a collaborative approach. But many don't go for this approach. Let's go to the point which you said now. You mentioned about a withdrawal, right? So where you see withdrawal, which one is withdrawal?
Pardon?
Where you see withdrawal here, withdraw.
Avoid.
Avoid.
Avoid. So avoid, now let's talk about it. The level, where is it in the level? Is it low or high? Meeting personal needs, is it low or high?
Low.
Low or mid to low, isn't it? Or but low here. How about meeting the others' needs?
Yeah, that is
Say
also low.
Low. When you come to the place where it is low, both the side, where I'm not interested on my self-respect, I'm okay to lose my self-respect. I'm okay and I'm not worried about others. When both happens, you step back. This is when no one is cooperating or being assertive about making a decision. No one wins because nothing is being solved here. You step back. You step back, you avoid. You don't want to get into the conversation, you just go out of it. Why you go out of it? Because your desire to meet others' needs not there. Your desire to meet your personal needs are there. You don't have your personal needs, you don't worry about others also. You just want to solve that, come out of it right now. You come out of it. Somebody asks you, Shri, why you give up, man? It's okay, yeah. When you don't feel bad about it, it's okay. I'll talk Monday. I don't bother whether the problem is solved. I'm fine to come out right now. Now, let me ask you this question before we go to the next two segments. Have you seen this kind of avoid in somewhere in any situations where people
Yes,
don't want
many.
to? People don't want to, isn't it? Why they do
Yes.
avoid? Is it any reason like what you see here? Is it reason mapping here?
Sometimes doesn't.
Map it, right? Yeah. Then go for it.
Because there can be a reason that the other person may not be ready to listen. So that time also
Nice.
people step back.
Yeah. So the person is not
So that becomes
listen.
avoid or it becomes forced that time.
Welcome. So first thing what I hear from you is if somebody is not listening also, we come out of it. Very good. Now, with this picture, I'll go to one more picture also, give some more clarity on this. Okay. Now, this picture, I'm sure you would have seen some time back. Here in this picture, what you saw right now, avoid. Okay. Avoid is what we discussed is retreat. Retreat from conflict situation. You postpone the issue. Just now you said somebody is not listening. While somebody is not listening, will you continue the conversation?
No.
You primarily want to postpone it. One of the case you said. There could be different cases, but point is we don't want to continue this conversation. But here, what will happen next is a question mark. The issue will continue because it's not solved. If I put some answers for this, okay, look at here. On the top, you can see in this conflict technique, what happened? In this conflict resolution technique, you avoid the conflict or retreat and allow the conflict to resolve itself. This is a dangerous part. We allow the issue to be resolved on its own. This is for when the stakes are low and the conflict is likely to disappear. There are some minor conflicts. This can be left into withdraw. We will just allow. If it's a major conflict, you should not allow to withdraw. Okay. When you say when you withdraw, we assume by Monday morning, these guys will be friends again. They won't fight. By next Friday, the design issue would have been resolved automatically. Sometimes it go right, sometimes it can go wrong. We cannot tell it's perfectly right, perfectly wrong. But withdraw is not a great thing, but we step back. Okay. Okay. At least you got what is withdraw. Is it withdraw good now for you and everyone here? If withdraw is good, what is the other one you said? You said about compromise?
Smoothing and compromise.
Let's go to compromise. So withdraw you saw stepping out. Now what is compromise? In this technique, you take suggestions from both the sides, okay, and partially satisfy them. This technique is useful when the stakeholders involved hold equal power. Have you seen some high power position people, high power in the project outcome, stakeholders are conversing? You don't want either of the one losing it. So what do? What do? You try working out how can I compromise it. Now, for now, if you listen last 10 minutes, your brain should have accepted withdrawal is a stepping back. But compromise is not stepping back. You are listening to people. But you temporarily or partially resolve the conflict. Why we have to do that? Why we do that? Now you are searching for a solution that brings degree of satisfaction. For who? For everyone. Now compare withdraw and compromise. Let me know which one is good as per anyone here. Withdraw and compromise. Which one is good in a conflicting situation? Is it a compromise good or a withdraw good?
Compromise.
I think compromise.
But it's very subjective, isn't it? Very subjective. We may not tell always compromise looks good because your party, when you listen both, one of the person is not happy with your compromise idea. They don't want to compromise. But it's better than avoid. That's what I'm hearing here. It's better than avoid. Avoid is totally stepping out. But here you didn't step out. You listen and you find how can I balance between both. Is it a happiest one? No, it's not a happiest one. But still, even there are equal power people, two vendors are in your corporate, two key stakeholders are in a corporate, or three stakeholders in a corporate. You try to see how can I bring betterment for everyone here. But in this case, it's a pretty toughest one. You can't make everyone happy in the project. But still, you'll find it. You find a way. How I'll find? That's what your management skills are all about. But here it's explaining what it means. How you do in your project, it's very subjective. They cannot tell that right now. They can tell there is a place called a compromise where both the party. Now, withdraw looks stepping back. Compromise looks finding out a better one for every
Common
people here
ground.
after listening. After listening. You don't run away, you listen. Okay. If these two are good, then you have to listen to the third one. Now, third one is smoothing or accommodative. Now, here the main thing is the position. You look at areas of agreement. Areas of agreement. If I have 10 points where we both are discussing, me and other person is discussing on a conflict, I will not agree for all 10 points. Maybe 3 of them I agree. 3 I will say yes. 7 I will say no. I'm looking for areas of agreement. Why we have to do this, Shri? Either you say no, either you say yes. But why you're agreeing only 3, not 7? Which means I don't want to spoil the relationship with this particular stakeholder. The harmony and relationship should be maintained. I'm sure you have done this many times with your senior manager. In your corporate with your senior manager, if even though you don't like all the points he or she mentioned, you harmonize, you smooth. You say, it's okay. Even though I don't like all the points, yeah, this I can go for it. Now let me know how many of you in your job, at least last a few years, some places, even though you are not happy, even though there is a conflicting situation, because of your position, because of their position, at times we find areas of agreement. Is it happened?
No.
Yes, true.
Yes.
It happens.
Yes. Yeah.
If you say no, which means you are not in management.
Or is it
If
true
you
that the other
if you are
party
in
is
Because
in?
management,
the thing is that when you say that compromise and smoothing, in both the cases, I find the same thing right now.
we will listen, wait. We have to listen. You have to listen more. So I'm hearing one more voice here. What is the other voice?
Yeah, Shri, just free to.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, so Shri, is it so accommodate means that other party is in competing position or forced direct position, then we take the accommodating position.
Repeat again. Is it a message? Is it a question?
It's a question actually. When other party is in a competing position or force or direct position, in that case we have to accommodate. Is it like that, or I mean we have
If
to
that's the
withdraw?
case, you can call force. Why should I call it smoothing?
No, my position is smoothing, right?
Okay, let's not mix all. We are making a one ice cream, putting all vanilla, chocolate in one place. We call ice cream.
Got it.
Vanilla is vanilla, chocolate is chocolate. You have to start seeing in that way. You put everything, it's everything ice cream, Shriram, and it won't work, right? You have to see different. Let me put like the Jaspreet. Let me talk on this way. Smoothing technique gives more consideration to one party. Look at here, to one party more than the other. Don't think you are into conflict. You are a facilitator. There are two people having conflict. You just watch them. You downplay the seriousness and behave as if the conflict never existed. Sometimes we start looking into 2-3 parties having a conflict. We will see who has the best power there. At times, we go and we don't want to spoil the relationship and harmony with them. And they get into that position. With a sense, position oriented or power oriented in the project, we start smoothing towards them. If your father says something, even though you're not happy with all the points, you will say, it's okay, dad, let me listen to this couple of points. I believe this is part of your life. Smoothing and accommodating is everywhere part of your life, which you many times say, it's okay. It's for not all, There are some character people, whoever says they don't agree. Okay, that will turn into a different situation. Let's not go there. So when you see withdrawal, somebody is stepping back. Compromise, you try to find equal, everyone getting something out of it. But in smoothing, it's not withdrawal, not coming out totally. It is not finding everyone happy, but you see some right proportions. We will see which one is best can be taken out of it. As I was pointing an example, if your sponsor comes and tells, hey, this design should be changed here, 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 here. Even though you're not super happy with whatever your sponsor said, because this person is a sponsor, you will say, fine, even though you say these many changes, maybe we can go for 2 changes here and here. Are you doing this in your jobs? Or you design an idea, you accept these ideas and sponsors? Because you don't want to spoil the relationship with them. But that doesn't mean you blindly accept everything. You will find some area of agreement. What is area of agreement? You feel it's also good. They feel it's also good. That area you agree. Some area still it is open. That will come for discussion later. But at this point, you smooth it out. Don't want to spoil the relationship. Got it? I can still see some birds are flying in your head, which means more practical knowledge is also needed. Theory won't help. Theory will help up to some level. You have to do some practical knowledge also. Once you go to some level in management, automatically it's your day-to-day life. This 5-6 item only your life itself from morning till night. You always start solving
Because
the
all
problems.
the 5 look somewhat similar, so that is the reason. Not all the 5, at least those 3
That's
look somewhat similar. That is the reason it becomes
That's why. That's
confusing.
why. Yeah, it takes time. Sometimes when you listen to the songs look so nice. Only a musician knows each is a different raga. They tell this is a rhythm. Oh, that's a jazz. This is a vocal. They differentiate it. For everyone, it's a song. That's it. So it takes time to get to that. But don't worry right now. By now, just get a feel of this. Conflict should be resolved. Very good. How to resolve it? Some of the conflicts I will come out. Some of the conflicts I'll bring more people to get a solution. Some of the conflicts we will see how can we best share it. Some of the conflicts based on their level, their position, we'll also listen to them. But is it something bad because this guy is a sponsor, I'm listening to them? Nah, no one says it's bad. That's a situation, right? A sponsor says do this, you can't say no, I won't do it. Sponsor says I want a green color of the building. No. We'll give only yellow color. Oh, come on, man. I'm a sponsor. I like this color. You can't fight with that, right? You will tell, you want to smooth it. You will say, okay, let's not put all green color. Let's go at least this portion green, this portion we can go other color. Are we doing this in project? And I think that's management, right? That's your life. You can't be so stubborn, you will be thrown out. You can't be too much of bending, you'll also thrown out. You have to balance between, you have to see that. So there is no one silver bullet here for conflict resolution. These are all some techniques. So you have to see where to use what. They even call us a hybrid model. A conflict will have withdrawal plus smooth. As I was pointing out, vanilla, chocolate, all ice cream can be there. That's also possible. Conflict is always conflicting to learn. So it's not that easy to learn. If it is easy, the world will be nice, isn't it? Then why we have personal relationship conflicts? Then why we have country geopolitical conflicts? Then why we have corporate conflicts? It's all happening because conflicts are not that easy, because the human brain works with this kind of mindset. Don't think you have to get all these answers for the examination. For examination purpose, when you read a question, see in this question, are they totally coming out? Or are they involving to solve? First, understand these 2 things. Are they totally coming out or involving to solve? When they come out, it's very clear. You're running away. When you try to solve, how you are solving? Are you finding everyone happy? Are you looking for the position and make them happy? Or you're making some other way? That's what you have to see. But you see slowly on this, step by step, you start getting it.
Okay.
Also, I recommend people go to the website of Thomas and Kilman. I'll come back here. This website, you can go to, why is it coming back? There is a website on Thomas and Kilman. You can go for it. And there you will see more information about how this system is followed. In the sense of, as I was talking about, go to wiki page of Dr. Thomas and Dr. Kilman. They have written certain process, how the conflicts are resolved. But don't think they have given all the answers, but they give an idea how a conflict could happen, get an idea about it. But every question is over a subject. You have to read that subject, understand it, and find the answer for it. Clear? Better? Better. I want to say clear. Is it better than before? Yeah. Yeah. Jasprit, does it help you? You got some idea?
Yeah, correct. I mean, usually this is kind of a wrong impression I got. I mean, whenever like that, if it is accommodate, that means that compete is the vice versa. The other party is in compete. So, but I now I at least understand that okay, I have to worry about my position where I am, not about like
Yeah.
where others. Yeah.
You know, Jasprit, the fun part is the same conflict topic. If I talk to you 3 days from now, you will be confused.
True. Golden words. Conflict topic is very conflicting.
This is the one of the toughest thing. Even though you read a lot, even though you do thing, I'll tell you 2 hours from now, in your family, some conflict happening. You won't apply any of this. You will
Yeah, it's
follow what you learned from your school days.
yeah,
You will
true.
start shouting at people. Is it true?
True. It's always accommodate only. Lose win.
Depending on your married and unmarried life, okay, how you are. So, whatever you practice, imagine there is a conflict with the auto driver in the street corner. Do you think you follow any of this?
Definitely not. Yeah.
You will be in a different shape, but it takes time. You have to recall yourself. Oh, okay, I'm in a conflicting situation. Let me remember page number 24. Shriram said something. That
Now,
will
what
not
will
work.
happen tomorrow, Monday morning? I will be counting all the conflicts on the road while driving to office.
Generally, during bargaining, also it happens, sir.
See, how many times leave other people? Within ourselves, how many conflicts we have? One day you think, I want to read, but you can't read. You want to wake up early, but you can't wake up. You don't want to watch that video, but you watch that video. How many times we ourselves have a conflict? So sometimes you compromise, sometimes you smooth, sometimes you withdraw. We ourselves have 2 split personality, is it? We all have a split personality.
Yes.
What you see today in camera, a person is different. What you have inside, there is another character sleeping there, dark Spider-Man, right? Everyone we have it, right? So that itself is a lot of conflict. So it's a big psychological study. Don't think you can solve in one slide, one page. When I read even books of psychology, there is no single answer there because human brain is so complicated. You can't understand it. So don't try to find a greatest answer here. By nearest answer and judge based on that. And you may get at least 80 to 90% correct. I'm not saying 100%, 80 to 90% get correct. There you stop. All right, guys. I think I want to bring some topic today, but look like conflict went more detailed. Sarala, go ahead.
Shri, I have a doubt in sprint planning and backlog refinement. I always get confused. Most of the time question, most of the times question says prepare stories. For the next iteration, I tend to select sprint planning and then it turns out to be backlog refinement.
Sprint planning. Okay, nice. So you are from current batch, Sarala?
No, I'm from August batch.
August, okay. Then let me get inside. August means a long time, right? Already you would have forgotten most of the topic.
Yeah. Not really, but
okay, let me try if I can help you. I'm trying to put something for you. Sprint planning. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. I'll bring some content so it'll be easy to discuss. You are getting a screen right now, what I'm sharing?
yes.
Okay. Now before I go on, Sarala, you worked in anywhere in Agile environment?
No.
What is your domain, Sarala?
Firmware development.
Sorry, repeat again.
Firmware development.
Firmware development. Okay, what? It looked like a little digital oriented. What you're saying is?
Kind of. It's a in-between layer which comes in between hardware and software.
That's what I'm feeling. I'm getting a feel of digital area, but still your company is not getting into more into Agile right now. Is that correct?
Not right now. Agile is only for software, not firmware yet.
Very good. Nice, you are learning. Okay, now first you got an idea. What is product backlog? Are you having an idea about what is a backlog? What will be in the backlog?
Yes.
Can you tell me if you have something in your mind?
Product backlog, it has all the requirements, which we have to work for, and this will be prioritized by the product owner.
Amazing, Sarla. You got it. You're ready for Agile. Okay. Now, when I say prioritization, can I say high and low? This is how it will be ordered.
Yeah.
Very good. Nice to know. So this ordering is done by one character whom we call as product owner. You remember that?
Yes, yes.
Somebody called product owner. This product owner is nothing but a customer representative. Okay. Now, this we are clear. And then what is a sprint backlog? What will be inside this backlog?
The next item which we have to work on.
Very good. So what you said here is correct. You have a top high prioritized item. There's a top high prioritized item will jump to the next bucket. We can't take everything and work on a same day, isn't it? If you take everything and work on a same day, that's called plan-driven project. If you take all item and put a network diagram, schedule network diagram, that's a plan-driven project. But I'm not going in that way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to work on a iterative way, small time boxes. So this is one of the time box. What do you mean by time box? Time box is a short timeline, maybe 1 week or a 2 week or a 3 week or a 4 week. In this timeline, the team is going to do some high prioritized work. That's going to be sprint backlog. Okay. So first we know what is a backlog. Rightly you said backlog is a collection of requirements for the project. And from there, if I pick up the top cream layer of high priority at this point, in some time, this will become high priority. After 1 month, this can become high priority. Something priority keep changing, like in your life. 10 years back, you had a different priority. 5 years back, you had a different priority. Today, you have different priority. 30 years from now, getting from the bed, going to washroom is a high priority, isn't it? So, and the age changes, your priority changes, right? Your body, your nature, the priority changes. Go and talk to people age of 80 and 90. Drinking a cup of water and milk is a high priority for them. They can't do that. It's pretty tough for them. For now, it's a low priority. You can just drink and you can do a job. Priority changes as life moves on. So in your project, you have a priority keep happening. At present, this is your high priority. And that high priority comes to sprint backlog. Up to this, we are good. Now let's go to your question. Now repeat your question one more time.
The difference between sprint planning and backlog refinement. Where do we do that? Prepare stories kind of.
Very good, very good, very good. Now we understood what is a backlog. Now you have to know what is a sprint planning. Now somebody has to plan for this sprint. That is a time box should be planned. Okay. And what you're asking is refinement. What does the English word refinement means?
Fine tune.
Tuning, right? So do I need to tune the high priority or do I need to tune the low priority items? Which one I have to tune?
High priority.
High priority, yes. High priority will be tuned already. Only when you tuned it, you come to know it's high priority, or you know it's high priority, that's why you tuned it. Whatever you see in green color, already it is in a good shape. Only thing team has to pick up and do the job. Then when you will elaborate this low priority work or the work which is below there. Now the refinement is going to happen, which will make this work more elaborated, more detailed, with understanding the dependencies, acceptance criteria. So you have to understand more details. Now let's go to your question. What is and when is refinement? When is sprint planning? For this, I'll bring another picture that will help you better. This picture I should have shared somewhere in the class. Let me use this picture again. If you look at this picture here, you can see there is something called sprint planning. And I have put it close to the beginning here. Let's take this green line as 10 days. 10 days means how many weeks? How many weeks?
2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks.
So I can consider as a 2 weeks sprint. I took an example of 2 weeks sprint. There is a 2 weeks sprint happening. It can be 3, 4, 5, not 5, 4. 2 weeks I'm taking here. So 10 days of time. For this 10 days, this team is doing something called sprint planning. Here, the planning is towards this work item, not this project itself. Keep one thing in mind in Agile, even though project exists, we will not talk all the project work here. We will talk only for this work. In this work, how this work will be done in the next 10 days of time. Who will work on what? What is the dependency? Anything needed there, they'll converse it. The 4 hours used here only for sprint backlog. Now Sarala's question still open. She's asking the question, sprint planning, we plan only for this sprint backlog. Then when I will talk about this work item, for this work item, there is a place called as what? Sprint grooming
Sprint
or
refining.
refinement. Sprint grooming or sprint refinement. Let me elaborate it. When we use the word grooming, it was an old wording system. Now they're using the word refinement. Okay, grooming is used mostly in saloon. They use the word grooming. Then they found let's use the word refinement. Last 10 years, at least they change the words. Now they use refinement. Refinement, they will not talk anything about. They will not talk anything about sprint backlog. Nothing on sprint backlog. Sprint backlog, you planned already. You're going to work day in, day out. Every day they're going to work. Now, what we will do is, we will allocate 10% of a sprint time. When I say 10% of the time, in 10 days, 10% comes how much? How many days? How many days? 10%?
1 day.
1 day.
1 day.
One day.
If as per the labor law of US or India, how many hours in a day?
8 hours.
Work
8
hour?
hours.
8 hours. So message is, if your team is going to work in a 2 weeks sprint, which means a 80 hours, 80 hours for one person, they're going to work like this. We are going to allocate in this whole 10%, which is 8 hours for what? 8 hours for what? Current work or upcoming work? That's a question. Current work or upcoming work?
And upcoming work.
Upcoming work.
Upcoming work.
Refinement.
Upcoming work. Upcoming work. You have to talk about upcoming work. When I say you, who is going to talk? In this 8 hours, I will have somebody called product owner. I will have somebody called scrum master. I will have somebody called a team. This team is capable of what? They can define the work. They can design the work.
Test.
They can develop the work. They can test it.
Test.
They can deliver it. Right? Sometimes the design combines together. So they can define the work. They can develop. They can develop the work. They can test the work. They can deliver the work. Now, point here is this team, along with the product owner, customer representative, every 2 weeks, 8 hours. It could be one single day, but it's 2 loaded. So the 8 hours will be divided. They will use 2 hours on Tuesday, 2 hours on Friday, 2 hours next Tuesday, 2 hours on next Friday. So totally 8 hours. They set up a meeting. In a calendar, there'll be a recurring meeting. They'll set it up 2 hours. They'll talk what? Upcoming work item. Even though in this 8 hours, I mean, in a day they have 8 hours, in this 6 hours they work for sprint backlog, 2 hours for upcoming work. That is only on Tuesday. The rest of the day they're going to work a full day for the project work. So again here 6 hours, 2 hours here, 6 hours here. Again here 2 hours here, 6 hours here. This is a recommendation. No one forces you. It should be always 2 hours. It's a recommendation. You can use 5%. You can use 15%. It's up to you. However your knowledge of team of knowledge is. But what message you have to get from Sarala's question is, it's a good question. In planning, we are talking about the sprint backlog, which is a current sprint, what I'm going to do. Whereas in iteration or sprint grooming and refinement, we are going to talk about upcoming work item. So a team is always having a big picture. What is a big picture? Big picture is vision of the project, vision. If you don't know the vision, you cannot discuss in refinement. So you have to have a vision. By the vision, you discuss a refinement, and every day you work on the sprint backlog. So you have 3 things with you. You know the vision, you know all the requirements in the project, you also know what you have to do today. So you have a big picture on what to do today. And this makes a team more knowledgeable and powerful. Now let's go to Sarala. Sarala, how is your thought right now? Do you think it makes sense in Agile project?
Yes. Yes, Shri, it makes sense.
What benefit you see by this idea rather than what you are doing in your corporate?
What we do is we collect all the requirements beforehand and then decide how many people has to work, and then we go sequentially. Here I find it as they prioritize the requirement and they always deliver high prioritized requirement at the beginning itself.
Makes sense. But still, your project needs like that, isn't it? You have to collect the requirements. You have to plan before you do the job. Is it the need of your project?
Can't say it's a need. That's how it is being done.
So you mean it can be done this way also? That's a feel I'm
It
getting from
can
you.
be done, yeah.
Wow, you are ready for the next promotion in your company, Sarla? Huh? Okay, you found a way to get promoted. Nice to know. So this is a proposal, okay? Now at least you got an idea what is a backlog. Now you know where the things are happening. But this is a recommendation. If I'm going to ask 10 companies which are following Agile, they are not doing this way. That's a bad, hard truth in the market right now. At least 10 companies we're going to ask, 7 companies are not following this. Only 3 may follow. They don't do refinement. This part, what I'm talking here, this part, which has to happen 10% regularly, it's not done. Then who will do, Shri? There is one poor character in the company called as product owner. This person could be even called as business analyst. He or she has to sit and type all the requirements and change the requirement which is understandable by the team. And the team will start the work abruptly in a sprint. And middle of the sprint, the 7th day, somebody will scratch the head and ask the question, how this will work? Can somebody explain me? Then there's a poor character again will come inside the picture. He or she will go and explain how this will work. The work should have been completed on 10th day. They can't complete because you start discussing only on the 7th day. The work will move to next sprint, another 10 days. Again, it will move another 10 days. They themselves called Agile. And these people are Scrum certified. I am a Scrum Master, sir. Proud of Scrum Master. So 7 companies are failing in the market. I'm giving a small number. A big number is so bad. Message here is people not clearly aware of why Agile exists. And that is why in Agile books, they say that 2 things. One is called doing Agile. What is the other one?
Being agile.
Thinking agile.
Being Agile. Now, problem here is people are more focused on this area. How many certificate I have? Am I Scrum Master? Will he give 20% salary hike? This is what people are worried. Very less proportion of the company focused here. PMP is only here. PMP doesn't bother how do you do. PMP is focused on being agile. They know that if this seed is properly planted, the tree will grow automatically. That's why agile questions in exam getting tougher because they ask being agile. Many people who are Scrum certified or agile working also struggle in PMP exam. The reason is in companies they do only doing agile. Do we have a stand-up meeting? Do we have a refinement meeting? Nobody knows why it's happening. Nobody knows the base of why it should happen. When you get that hold, you got the course. All right. I think today topic went well with the conflict and agile. Both are interesting topic. Thanks to Anjali and thanks to Sarala. Fantastic, guys. You guys did a good job. Good. So what happened is the topic what I brought out stays back. It will come on the next week. But still, for my happiness, I'll bring one question. At least that we'll discuss because I prepared it. Let's work it out on that question. Okay. Are you ready to answer a question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Meantime, if anyone have a topic also, please let know. We will discuss. Then we'll get to the question. Where is my question? The question. Do. I put it somewhere here. Here. I believe this is a question. It is a little lengthy question. Take time to read carefully and choose answer well. Let everyone give a try with this answer. Don't think whether it's right or wrong. Try your best answer now. We'll discuss next few minutes. All right, I saw some good amount of people answered. Then I will listen to the people here. Before you go to the answer, let's look at the question. Is it the question targeting any individual or a team or a project? Who is being targeted?
Team.
Team.
The question is targeting team. Okay, I'll put like this, how to read the question. When you read the question, you read first it's this question targeting an individual. His team is targeting the question is targeting a team or the project itself, or could be a project manager, somebody who is accountable being targeted. In this, I'm hearing team is being targeted. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a project.
But the question is asking how the team lead respond. How do you say team is being targeted? Do you think still team is targeted or one person is targeted or a project manager is targeted? Who is targeted? At least to me, I read the last sentence.
Project manager.
Project.
Team lead.
Situation may explain the whole world, but who is a target?
Target
is team lead.
That's where main subject starts getting into. The moment you see the target, your answer starts getting better. Am I right? The moment you know the target, there is something called bullseye. Have you seen the bullseye? The target bullseye in the firing range. So once you get the bullseye, I know the situation is here. A lot of things, I'm not denying that. But it's not some individual. It is not some team members. It is not some project detail, but it is something who is accountable. A project manager or a team lead. Okay, I'm putting something like this. Now, can I say it's being targeting one person who is accountable, somebody like project manager or a team lead? Is this right?
Yes.
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 Yeah, right. Good. Very good. Nice. So now the next question is there any showstopper in this whole situation? When I say showstopper, the project cannot move forward. Something like that.
Yes.
Mistake on the project prototype.
Showstopper. So I'm hearing showstopper, yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes. Showstopper. Which sentence here talks about showstopper?
Mistake on
prototype.
the project
Mistake on the
prototype.
project prototype.
To correct the mistake on the project prototype, but it is a prototype. Okay. Correct the mistake. Do you think this is a showstopper or it's only a problem or error? Showstopper means you can't move forward. You know that, right? Showstopper. A
That
big
becomes a
dance program is.
showstopper.
Okay. So there is
Because,
a mistake.
Huh?
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
The thing is that without that, that is the one which is causing the problem. So that is not making you move forward.
The director.
Okay, because a person's position, because that person says urgent, we are assuming that it is a showstopper.
Yeah, director.
No, he said about project prototype.
He said about urgent mail. So urgent means needs immediate attention.
So someone's urgent means it's a showstopper. Are we feeling that way?
No.
The legal, a new legal point.
Okay.
Not sure.
Okay. By the way, I don't want to go too drilling on that. I'm trying to see how the question reading habits are happening. Are we watching out the last sentence? Very important. Are we watching out a problem statement given in any scenario? Is it a super showstopper? You can't move forward. Is it a problem? Or you can move forward, but there is a correction needed. Is your brain able to divide it? This is the problem Monday till Friday. How to respond to emails in office? Some people don't know how to respond to email. A normal email, they'll fight in that. A serious email, they'll wait. So if you understand that sentence, chances are your answering ability improves. That's what PMI is also looking for. Now here, when they say director, I really I respect what you said. Director, top level person who has a high power and also comes with the urgency. This is what we go in a salience model. In salience model, we look for urgency, legitimacy, power. You remember the salience model. We look out for what this guy is all about. This guy is coming with urgency, legitimacy, who has an involvement in the work, and says ask to correct a mistake as soon as possible. So there is something happening. But we are not sure whether it is a showstopper because nowhere it mentions a showstopper. We don't know is it a showstopper or it is going to be a showstopper. Maybe we can assume like that. So it's something standing in neutral. We cannot decide. But I also respect people who said because it comes from a director, it could be a showstopper. Okay, that's a point. So something should be taken immediately into action. But now question is, it's a team has to take action or a team lead has to do. Because the question is, as I was pointing out, the question target is very important. The moment you understand the target is this guy. Now what this guy has to do. Now once you understand this, if you took first 40 seconds to understand the question in this order, now your brain can start applying the elimination technique. Now let's go to elimination technique. Which two answer or one answer you straight away thinks out of the scale? Just pull it out. Which one is out?
C.
A and B.
C and B.
C and B and A. I'm seeing more. Okay, let me start with the C. Do nothing until Monday. Do nothing. So when this mail is coming up? Just this weekend. Weekend. Okay. Maybe weekend differs in a different country, right? If you go to Arab countries, weekend is different. But what weekend is weekend? Okay, now do nothing until Monday. So nothing looks a negative word. You feel like that? Nothing is a negative word. So you want to eliminate it. That's what I'm hearing from people. What is the other answer I heard to eliminate?
A and B.
A?
A and B.
Remind that why
B.
A has to go out? Remind the director that the team is not required for
The
required
first
to work.
paragraph of the question.
Uh-huh.
It is illegal for the employees to work more than.
Uh-huh. It's illegal. Okay. It's not the law. It's not the law. So it's totally out. Not required to work. Remind the director the team is not required to work. It's a reminding is a good thing, right? Do you think team lead can remind the person?
He knows that actually. That is the reason. They need not remind that. It's a law in the country, so it need not be reminded again to the person.
Director is not also direct in not saying that you do it in the weekend. He's just saying that as soon as possible within the working hours.
So this is remind the director the team is not required to work. Rightly said. The director is not asking to work. Director says there is an issue. Is that correct? I don't think the director said you have to work. Director says there is an issue. Rightly, I think you got the right point. The team lead or somebody no need to remind. And also Anjali put the right point. No need to remind. You should know. If you are a director of the system, you should know. That's part of your EEF. That's a part of OPA. You should be aware of what's happening in the company. So this is got out. Nice. Let's go to B. Why B is out?
No need to escalate the matters for no reason. There is no need for escalating the matter. And also the director is not asking them to come and work in the weekend.
Exactly. So this is not happening. When this is not happening, this is not violation. Is this true?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then this is also gone. Now let's go to the answer. The only left out answer is D. Let's justify why it is right. Because I saw everyone is right here. Let me listen to someone. Why you thought D is a good answer here?
The reason is you're addressing to the mail what the director has sent. That the team will do the work on Monday. One thing. Second thing is that the team members are really panicking over there. So you're even what is that? You're reducing their panic level to a certain extent.
Okay. You inform them that, guys, have a nice weekend. And here you're saying that you are solving both the side. You are trying to bring the things in control, which means that you inform the director, you give assurance, I'm accountable. Which means when you say that I'm accountable, things will happen by Friday. Next Friday, things will be done. Next Wednesday, it will be done. You are giving an assurance, so they keep quiet, or at least they know that somebody is there to address. Which means this is opposite to this statement. You reply maybe that Friday evening or a Saturday morning, whatever it is, you just say that, hey, we'll take care, no issues. And this side, you're saying that things are in control. Now, here, is it something like a team is respected? At the same time, we don't miss the senior management's request. Both are hampered. Are we doing something called empathizing? Empathizing means you empathize from the director's perspective. You empathize from the team's perspective. Have you done empathizing from both the sides? Is it happened?
Yes. Yes.
See, as a director, I want the project to go faster. So I'm saying as soon as possible, but I don't mean that you have to do Saturday evening. Rightly, Anjali pointed out, nobody has to work on that timeline. And the point here is, I want to things to happen. But at the same time, I have to empathize as a manager, empathize from director perspective. I empathize from team perspective, guys, don't get panic. You can work later. Now, I found you all gave an answer less than 1 minute. Your brain has really processed well. However it is, when you process, are you able to read the last 2 paragraphs well in the question? Did you read who is being targeted? Did you read, is this any danger or a showstopper in the project? Have you read that before you choose answer?
Yes.
No, I missed the
I didn't read
showstopper.
it as showstopper.
Okay, nice to know.
I
Is it
just read
elimination
it as-
technique? Is it elimination technique helped well to go close to the answer?
Yes, yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, some of them no, some of them yes. What if in main exam, like answer D, you get another answer pretty close, very close. Which point will help you to choose the right answer? Do you think some understanding on here, some understanding on who is being targeted, will it give some edge for you to crack that answer?
Yes.
This is one of the trick for your exam preparation. In exam preparation, when you go main exam, chances are 2 answers you may eliminate faster. But 2 answers can stay much closer to one another. Here it is okay. Here it is okay. It is a little far away where you have to slash out immediately. But still, this is a bit strange for some of them. Say that, okay, reminding is better. It's my responsibility to remind. But you may miss this word work. For you, the eyes will look at only the remind. Now, how to get this position is the more you understand the depth of the question and some important keys on the question and who is being targeted, chances are you may be very clear towards the answer. This is for last 2 answers how to crack. Because I see many people ask this question. Shri, I'm able to eliminate a couple of them. 2 answers I'm getting stuck. If you're getting stuck, which means little more understanding on the question is needed. Who is being targeted? What is happening situation? Is it a past tense or the present tense? In the exam, in the class also we learned about it. Past tense, present tense, and future tense. Tense of the question. You have to see for the tense of the question, intensity of the question. Within 40 to 60 seconds, a human being can understand these information. And then you read the elimination technique, you come to close to 2 answers. In these 2 answers, 1 answer you get based on this knowledge. If you do that, you get 80 to 90% close to the answer. But still 100% perfection, again, I will tell you, it's not highly possible for all the answers. So it's a kind of an instinct. In management, sometimes it works by instinct. For example, if you look at a cricket player like a Dhoni, they ask him, how do you make this a fielder to stand there? Dhoni should have tried that fielding model 10 times. It would have failed. 1 time it succeeded. People say, wow, great, man. If you ask me how it happened, it's an instinct for me. I had a thought it will work. I don't know how I thought. It's a calculation. Now, that is individual to you. You will have a style. You will have a way of working. That is for you. I can't copy that. You can't copy mine. We can't copy by somebody else. It's your style, but you have to find its style. For that only, you take few weeks of time of reading, preparation, going for the examination. Once you understand that, you don't feel bad. It's taking time for me to the examination. You'll feel happy that you are finding your best way of working. Once you learn that skill, now you start applying that in your job. In next 2 years, your growth will be exponential. If you don't learn that, if you feel only exam clearing is my goal, I think we will be in the same place. This is what I see with some people. They clear exam. After 2 years, where are you? I'm in the same place. Until you learn that skill, it's good for you. Anyway, that's a good time. I think we spoke a good amount of content. Was it a good day? Did you learn something today?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
Shri.
Yes.
All right. That's great. So now, coming week, I have few more people pushing towards examination. I'm seeing few are getting to March end, some of them getting to April 1st and 2nd week. So you have to maintain the momentum. What you have to read the books, practice some questions, and try solving the questions in the daily WhatsApp group. There is a daily question paper. Please solve some of them. There is a group called expert group. Can I assume most of you there in expert group?
Yes.
Sir.
Most of in the expert group, I believe. There's an expert group. Please be part of it. And don't expect somebody will solve the answer. You are also part of that community. Solve something there. I see many people stand in the crowd. Let them fight. We'll watch. Don't do that. That's a nature you have to bring in. That's called leadership model. Don't wait. Somebody will call you. Can you speak up? No, you have to stand and talk in the meeting room. You cannot
Sir, we
wait.
can
Somebody
be
will tell you.
wrong. That is the reason.
That's
The
completely
answer
fine. Completely fine. Until
and
you
the
don't
wrong
mistake.
information should not be passed on, right? So only
It's a
we just
discussion. Yeah, I agree. I respect your point. But I don't think we'll go 360-degree wrong. We may be slightly wrong there, but we'll correct it. Until you don't do mistakes, we will not learn. And this is an environment where you are expected to fail. You don't expect you to be very successful. You have to fail and learn. So please feel happy to fail and learn. Tell that it is my idea. I may be wrong also. So somebody can comment on it. That's a good idea. 2 times I say, third time you feel happy. Wow, I'm also doing good. And that's where the leadership starts. I see many same in office meeting room. They don't talk anything. They just keep quiet. After 1 hour meeting gets over, I ask them, I want to say that, man. Somehow I was thinking about it. Then when you will tell, your life will go. So please try something like that and be there. I'm so happy today you are part of this program. That also shows that more leadership there. But also be active in some places to make people grow together. That's important. Okay? Yes, Jasprit, where is your balcony? I don't see your balcony today.
Okay. So I just want to know that any of the right now the team members are in a study group kind of thing. Like last week, actually, we have discussed when
Group.
group and study buddy kind of arrangement. If some people are practicing that, I also want to kind of gain some help out of that thing, because individual study part has kind of been done for me, and now I just want to check myself with the team
Good
members.
idea. Good idea. And then I have to look for people here. Anyone here having a buddy groups?
so we have one.
Yeah.
There are
We
some
and
group. 2 groups.
Anjali are part of
There's
the
one
same
group.
group.
Okay. Okay. Is there any charges to join the group?
No, sir. Nothing like that.
Thank God.
Thank God. Just wait, they will have an exam for you. They'll give you some 10 questions. You have to solve 10 out of 10. Then only they'll recruit you.
Good.
Sir, we as well are not crossing.
Okay, nice. So, Anjali and Sarala, do you expect
We have no
diversity in the
issues, sir.
group?
We have no
Diversity
issues.
accepted? Okay.
Diversity
Okay.
is completely accepted.
Accepted. Okay.
Right.
Okay, just with I think you know whom to reach. So
Yes,
please
yes.
work out, and I like that idea.
Yeah.
Even we're also introducing in every batch now to create a buddy group, because
Yeah,
buddy works.
I'm in an interest that people who are doing exam very recently, like for example in March and April, they should make a separate group, because they need very concentrated study now. My date
Definitely.
is for 10th of April. So if the people
Okay.
who are kind of who want to
Yeah.
join in that way, I think it will help us. Individual study part is, at least for me, it is done. I don't want to drag more. Now let's test the water against each other.
Very good.
No
Nice to know.
problem, Jasprit here.
Hi,
Actually,
Shri.
2 of us are taking here in the month of March and planning, one person planning, and 2 others are taking in the month of April. So no problem.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Very good.
And
Hi, Shri.
Shri, one question. For the exam date set scheduling and all, we should do it ourselves, or is there any procedure that I need to follow?
First thing, you have to fill your exam application form. You said August batch.
Yeah, I already filled and it's approved, but I have to schedule
Very
a
good.
date.
Scheduling is very simple. You have to pay your exam fee, which you have to do it from PMI website. The place where you got approval, there will be a payment option where you have to go and click and do the payments.
Okay.
Once a payment is done, then you go to next stage, which is the exam booking. But exam booking is not done in a PMI site. It is done in a different site called a Pearson VUE. I would say just to give a message to Rahul, if in case you don't have an idea, or in your WhatsApp group also, just give a chat. People help you. But the highlight is first paying the fee. That is in PMI site.
Okay.
The second point is you have to go to Pearson, Pear, Pearson VUE. That's a place you have to go and book your. They'll have a calendar. Choose a calendar. This is the date I want to write the exam. This is the center I want to go to the exam. Just click it. So fee payment and booking, it all should be done by you. That is very easy through websites.
Okay, Shri, thank you.
Like a movie ticket booking, as simple.
So there also we can get the changes if needed to be done.
What changes?
If
Testing,
there is a change
rescheduling
at
or
position,
something.
sorry, it's not position. I meant about the
Location.
where we are some location. In my case, it has come only SKA in the application, whatever I had got. I was not able to change. Many times I tried. I had even
Did you check with
contacted help desk.
Check with the Pearson help desk and chat with them?
It was about PMI website, I said.
Okay. After you book your exam, that's with the Pearson group. Because you book the center with the Pearson. PMI only collect the fee. Exam is conducted by third party called Pearson. So you have to go to Pearson call center, Pearson chat to see how can you swap the centers. That you have to do. Try that part. It will work. Even still, it doesn't not work. As I was pointing, reach out to the Rahul. He would have gone with a number of cases like this. He may give some idea. Okay. All right. Considering the next class, I'll quickly listen to Mahendra. Mahendra, Paul, I heard your voice coming up.
Yeah, Shri, I was just, I'm in the same stage like Jasprit. I've almost done with the reading part. I just wanted to join that buddy group, and I'm planning for exam in April mid.
Nice to know. Buddy group is getting bigger, man. Nice to know. Okay, then buzz with Jasprit and join with him. And only thing being a buddy group is help each other. That's very important. Not only the receiver, you should be also a giver. Both aside.
Yes.
Very good. Please do that. Please do that. All right, Mahendra. So which date you said for the exam?
April mid, I am planning.
April mid. Very good. Nice.
I have not booked the date. I plan to book date by this month end.
Very good. Very good. Already Jasprit gives thumbs up. So he's happy to invite you. Okay, guys. Good. Do well. I have to jump to the next class now. And good wishes and thanks for joining here. As I was pointing out, contribute. It's not always something like somebody has to tell. You can also share your thoughts. That's very important. Keep rocking. Let's catch up in the next class. See you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shri. Thank you.
Thank you.